Aloha, my fellow Unities. Sorry about that. If this is part two, the camera dropped. I know it exited out. I don't even know if the video saved. We'll see. We'll see. Post it. Maybe not. I'm trying to be authentic here. Like, I don't even want to be making these videos if I'm being 100% honest. Right? There's confirmation for you. Um, it's just raw. It's just raw. Um, it's more like my soul's called to do it. Like I've been around addiction like most of my life, if I'm being honest. Like actually my entire life. Some of it secretly, most of it secretly. All right. This is why I think I've been fucked up so much, and I believe that we're all fucked up just because of this aspect alone, where we live in a world and a society of addiction. All right. It does not function without addiction, and they try to justify it. All right. They try to say it's the only way, but it's not true. It doesn't make it true. Okay? If anything, it's just a perspective. Guess what? There's other perspectives too. And they will fight to make that sound like that's not even a possibility. And if you're not in the emotional vibration capacity to understand that, to hear that, you won't hear it. It'll sound like a fairy tale. It'll sound like something else. This is that low vibration. That's the only reality that exists. And this is what drives people to drugs. All right? This is what drives people to habits and in ways of living that keep people trapped in that vibration. All right, it's like the boom and bust cycle. But overall, the emotional aspect of it is it's just shit. It's shit, you guys, and it only gets worse. All right, at best, it's in the beginning. All right, but then it only gets worse from there. As I said in my other video, there's a lot of mosquitoes here. Like that's why I'm all covered up. It's hot, you guys. It's actually freaking hot. It's not cold at all. I know I look like a freaking like it's 40 degrees or something, but it's not. All right, there's just a bunch of mosquitoes. I'm seeing one fly right there. Um, and I'm making the best of it, you guys. Like I keep saying, but it's just in case I ever get new viewers, which who knows. I'm just explaining myself, you guys. I'm homeless. All right. Um, coming from addiction now, from drug addiction for sure. Like I've had minor ones throughout my whole life, but this is a heavy one, you guys. This is a big one. I wanna log my journey. All right. I want to make it available and just show people that being vulnerable is okay in the right context. Okay. Now, I'm putting myself at risk, but I'm older now. I don't give a crap what people say. Okay, like in the comments, if this ends up having more than one person, I don't care. All right. The reason that I'm doing this is for me. All right. I want to show people that like getting out of this crap, getting out of the real matrix is not it's not buttercups and rainbows. It's not taking a red pill and then fighting with Morpheus, okay? It's if anything, it's a lot about fighting with yourself, right? By yourself. That's been my experience. Like nobody can drag you and stop you from living that way. All right? Living in addiction, living in that matrix, okay? And maybe some people, they're untouched by all this. I say bullshit. I would just say bullshit. There are some family structures and things I think that are better, that have it better off. I like to think that mine was right. Wasn't that bad. I there, everything in my life was a lot more subtle growing up, and I still worry about shit, you guys. Like when we're so young, we don't really remember shit. So who knows how that shaped our world perspective, what happened, you know, particular things. And in this society, I don't like it. I don't like certain things, guys. I don't like certain things just about it. Even when we're young as kids, particular public school stuff, I don't like it, you guys. I don't like it at all. There's more plans on the way. It's just like I said, guys. I'm on a walk, doing my thing. Whoa. Sounds like the rain stopped though. I'm gonna hold it up anyway, so I don't have to drop the camera like I did last time. I'll try to keep it on, guys. And I mean, like I said, I don't know where I'm going with this. At this point, these logs are just like crap now. I felt like I had a plan and everything going forward, but this is what it is now for me. You know, sometimes we get derailed, right? We just keep going. I hear more rain. I'm glad I kept it up. Little dribbles right now. So I guess it's more about my plan going forward. I guess it's making peace with what we got. If I'm going to tie everything back together about the unities, all right, it's what I've experienced, all right, and I'm gonna frame it as good as I can, probably in future videos, all right, because it's been a worldview which I've been building for a while, all right, to in order for me to explain it to myself, and then I'll share it, and then if other people can use it or it helps them, awesome, wonderful, all right. As they say, right? Take what resonates and leave the rest behind, or take what works for you, and then modify it if you need to. Because that's closer to base reality. All right, what they won't tell you, what the fell unity won't tell you, or if they do, it's under very certain contexts. But that's true about all of us too. Like that's the crazy thing, you guys. I talked about it in my other video yesterday a bit, but just like that fell unity, they will use all the stuff of love, all right, of true love, and flip the meanings of everything. True won't mean what it used to. Love won't mean what it used to. They'll use the same word, but it'll evoke different emotions. All right, it'll have different meanings and context behind when it's used. Like this is what I was talking about. All right, like I've been around hypnosis. I've been around the neural I can't even say it, neuro linguistic programming, NLP. All right, I've been around that stuff. I was interested in that stuff. I wanted to research it because it started to make so much more sense, you guys. Like this is the world that we live in, but these mental manipulations are not just done from sources outside of ourselves. They're also done by sources inside ourselves, and that's ultimately what creates the problem. Okay, is that even if people are using it, we're the ones who end up reinforcing it within ourselves. All right. Like the best way that I could say it is just like if we're like if we're like computers, right, running around, we bump into each other. One computer can communicate with another computer, okay? But in order for certain programs to get installed, all right, yeah, this program can send a virus to this other computer, all right, and they can both be infected with that particular virus. However, the truth is that there's two separate programs. All right, there's two separate computers, and they each have their own virus, even if they're running identical. All right, even if there's synchrony, they're two separate things. All right, and this is the true aspect of what I would call, individual sovereignty. All right, on a spiritual sense, where it's just like we get to determine what are the programs that we have running within us, and that's what I've experienced to a large degree, is that I opened my computer program, my computer self, up to programming which I shouldn't have done, which my intuition was telling, was like my, right, my firewall, my antivirus was saying, don't do this, don't open yourself up to this. And what did I fucking do? What did I fucking do? I just got to accept it. At this point, it's too late. But not too late in the way where I have to be hopeless. Okay, like this is why I'm probably going to be up and down in these videos, you guys. I'll try to catch it when I'm feeling authentic and powerful enough to be able to talk, be able to go through stuff. I might cry sometimes. um, I feel mixed about doing it. It's just like I'm not searching for attention. Like if anything, I like being alone. I like not showing this stuff, but I keep getting signs. I keep getting signs from the universe that like this is what's going to help me get better, but B, this is going to help other people get better too. where it's not pretty, it's not good, all right? In a lot of ways, it's hard. And if you're having these feelings, if you're all over the place, it's normal, okay? You're not crazy, you're just cleansing, okay? I know we always see the best stuff on YouTube or any of these things. That's usually what we want to see anyway, right? Like a lot of addiction stuff, you guys. It's just like, oh, there's so much programming, so much programming. I'll get into it in other videos. Like that's a large degree of what I want to talk about, you guys. I know I've jumped around a lot. I know I have. But tying everything kind of back together, um, that's a large degree of what I see. Is that the leadership, the ruling families, whatever you want to say, um, these aspects which work for them, which are a part of them, Hydra, right? Hail Hydra. Dude, there's a lot of stories in fiction it's interesting, you guys. It's interesting. Parallels, all right? They exist. They're trapped. Deep down. Deep down, they're trapped. That's where I was going. When I said in my other videos yesterday, I was one surrender away from being that. I'm sorry. It's just it changes everything. It changes biology. It changes perspective. It does a lot, you guys. It does absolutely a lot. Like think of like it's kind of vulnerable, you guys, but I've been able to see more of it. And like think about codependent relationships, and I think this is the first way to do it. But then imagine this on an internal basis, on an internal scale. Okay, there becomes like an inner critic that absorbs some of this negative, like void energy, this abysmal energy, and we internalize it, and then we are telling ourselves this, all right, and so we become like a duality within ourselves. This is what I mean when there's more than one heart, there's more than one unity, all right, because we're like a system, all right, we're a body, okay, there's a whole bunch of parts and things and cells, everything's communicating with itself, okay, yeah, we're one whole system, but that system is comprised of a lot of different parts, okay, and how we interact with those parts, how that unity interacts with itself, is the basis of what that system is like. And so this fell unity is at war with itself. It's harming itself, all right? But it does so in a manner where it's like this is what it means to be in the darkness. It's lying to itself. It's deceiving itself in some way, shape, or form in order to continue that pattern. And so I still don't fully understand the dynamics. It seems like there's something outside of us. Okay? It seems like a parasite because it seems to have some kind of intelligence behind it, if you ask me. And I've jumped back and forth where, there's only God, which is everything. And I'm not saying that I'm God, but if I'm of God, that means that I wouldn't have anything to fear, right? I wouldn't have anything to worry about. And I think that's in some ways it's true, but in other ways, I mean, just look at the earth, man. What are we learning here? What are we learning? Okay, in so many ways, it's been a journey, and I've seen that we inherit stuff from our family. That's a huge part. That's a huge part of why. Even just talking about the ruling families again, you guys. Oh my God, that generational trauma is so bad. It's so bad, you guys. It's so bad. I got to hear something from somebody, and even if a fraction was only true, even if the whole story was made up, I don't believe it was. I don't believe the whole story was made up. But these individuals, the truth is a very subjective thing for them. What's true in that moment might not be true in another moment. So they're talking about something very different when they're talking about truth. And you start to get into fragments, different personalities that can be within oneself and see the world in a completely different way. Wow. And how much of us are like that already? We don't even know. Like, I know this is quite a rabbit hole, you guys. But this was my life before all this. All right, even before the drugs, this was my life, you guys. I wanted to be able to move forward in a way where things would make sense to me. And I guess they make sense more now, but I'm still figuring stuff out. In a lot of ways, I just know it doesn't work. Right? It's hot, you guys. I want to get out of here. I think I'm just gonna cut it. Thanks for watching, you guys. If you're watching, I know this probably is part two. I don't even know if I'm gonna post part one. I'm gonna see how bad or how good it was. I'll keep posting videos. I'll keep doing something that I got to do. Um, and I think we can all get better. Even the darkest aspects of us. All right, it's part of that recognition, that awareness. Because when it's time, you guys. It's the best way for me to say it. Because what I was experiencing and what I began to see is just like I would be trapped forever. This is what I meant when I was saying I was one surrender away. All right, where it felt like I was creating an internal program basis where at least for the rest of this lifetime I was fucked. It's gonna be fucked. Wouldn't be able to change my emotional state without outside interference, without outside aspects. All right, I would lose the ability to regulate my own emotions from an internal basis. All right, that's what they don't want you to know. And it's because they don't want to know themselves. Like that's the truth. They don't want to know that that's possible for them, because then that changes what they're doing. It changes who they are. So all we can do is be ourselves. All right, that's all we can do. And I don't want to say that part of being ourselves. Well, it's related. There's only one absolute, right, guys? It's from earlier videos and stuff. Choice is important. I made a big choice yesterday. I made a big choice today. I'm on a good uphill climb overall. I'm on an uphill climb. There's things that I've done I can't go back. Now, theoretically, I can go back, but I destroyed some stuff that would have made it easier for me to go back. And there's nothing I can do now. It's destroyed, totally destroyed. You know, I could put a lot of effort and time and money and attention on getting certain things back, but it doesn't matter. At this point, it's gone, and it makes it easier. It's putting distance. I think that's a large part of this process. It's putting distance between the past and where we're going. Oh, you guys. Whew. Okay, like I said, it's super hot. I want to get out of the sweater. It's drizzling a little bit, but as long as it doesn't get me wet, it's hard to dry stuff out when you're homeless, you guys. You always want to be dry if you can. What's the hope? I want to say I love you guys because I do. I really do. But that's not the point for me. Like, part of this is what I've been able to see, at least for my aspect too, because everyone's different. In a codependent relationship, the real power behind the relationship is the enabler. All right, and that's me. I've been the enabler, 100%, 100% every time. And I'm just, it's time to find our value as enablers, you guys. We only do that because we don't value ourselves. We make excuses for other people because we don't value ourselves. We justify abusive behavior toward ourselves because we don't value ourselves. All right? And I'm getting that more than ever before. Like, I don't, so many ways, like, these forces, these things are teachers for us, but I don't want to be taught anymore. I'm done learning. Okay? Lesson learned. Done. Get out of here. Get out of here. But now I got to clean the programs that are inside me. All right? Even if I've stopped the influence, the virus is being sent to me, I still got to clean out my system now. in more ways than one. So that's what I'm doing. You know, you want to be a part of my journey while I do this? Awesome. I'll start talking about everything, you guys. I think everything's related. Spiritual concepts, other things, but this is what I'm going through right now. All right. So thanks for being here. You know, I know I'm just grateful. Grateful for, I don't know, life. I really am. Because everything's eternal, you guys. It's been my premise. It's been my premise for a while. If everything's eternal, what are we doing? All right. How are we spending eternity? Feeling trapped? Being in a miserable place? Letting other people dictate our experiences and what emotional state we're in? That's not the intention. That's not the purpose for us. We're a different unity. All right, and I'll talk more about the unities in other videos, but I've got everything outlined. All right, I got everything outlined, and it validates. It's in conjunction with the spiritual stories of the past too. That's how I know it's accurate. All right, and this is what's me focusing on this is helping me get clean too, because I would not be doing this stuff if I was continuing the addictions. All right, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy. Everything's going toward fulfilling that. All right, being in the illusion, being in the fantasy. And then when reality comes crashing back, I need to take more fantasy, make it better again. All right, I see it. I see it. This is how I get better. This is how we all get better, if you ask me. All right. Thank you guys. I'm doing my best. We're all worth it. That's part of this thing too. I get to see other people in codependent relationships. Men, women, doesn't matter. There are a lot of enablers, okay? And we can all get better. This is how we get better. We get better together by getting better on our own. All right, and we get better on our own also by getting better together. It's kind of just another thing. Because I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go to some 12-step program things. Even just being around other people, talking to other people that aren't in active addiction. It's great, man. It's great. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for today. You know, hope to see you around. Subscribe if you like it. You know, we're on a crazy ride, you guys. All I can do is I'll keep making videos, even if it's stupid content, even if I'm crying or sniffling or who the frick knows, guys. Babbling about crazy stuff, right? We'll leave it at that. Um, for now. All right. I don't know. I used to have an outro, you know, because I do like part of that outro, but I also want to modify it, right? Maybe a little bit. All right. I think I got the idea. So we'll see how it goes, right? All right. We're getting out of here because I'm seeing so many freaking mosquitoes. Even okay. So, all right. Peace out. Love within. Catch you guys on the rose side.